Welcome to Sports Primo Zcast, brought to you by Sports Primo and Suave Radio. Amado Abeta, Joe Abeta, and Aaron Abeta with you. And it's just another great day in quarantine, right, guys?
Absolutely.
That's right.
From the friendly confines of the bedroom. Joe, you're at your own home. Baron, it looks like you're in your dining room right now.
Yeah.
So, pretty good. Pretty good. But we have a very special guest today. And Joe, do you want to talk a little bit about who we have? We have one of the Capitol High seniors.
That's right. Alyssa Martinez. So, Alyssa, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So we've covered you now all 4 years, and I think we'd like to get your take on how have you been handling this? I know that you play tennis as well, right, for Capitol?
Yeah, I do volleyball, basketball, and tennis.
Okay. How has it been for you during, spending for your senior year, the way it's, kind of turned out with the state we're in? What's your thoughts on that?
It's been somewhat difficult just because I'm so used to going from one sport to the next, and since it is my senior year, it is kind of hard knowing that I don't get to finish out the year at Capitol with my friends.
So, Alyssa, what are your how did they let you all know that the school season was going to be canceled, that you guys were going to lose out on basically your fourth quarter of your senior year?
I was getting a lot of emails from the principals, and our teachers were really trying to keep us updated on everything, as well as our coaches for the spring sports.
Did your coaches kept in contact with you at all?
Yes, I actually talked to my coach the other day. He just wanted to check in with me and see how I was doing, so that was nice to do.
And how are they handling seniors getting ready for getting their credits for graduation, and for college? Any kind of your SATs, is that all done with? Are you all prepared to go to college and stuff?
So for college, I decided that I wanted to go to NMSU, and I was supposed to have a college visit at the end of June, but now we're going to be doing it through Zoom, and they're going to try and get my classes that I want set up with my counselor. And then for high school, our teachers have been posting assignments on Google Classroom, and if we have additional questions, every day there's a time slot for each teacher, and we can go on Zoom and ask them questions about that.
Hi folks, Morley Fletcher here from Santa Fe Kia. As a COVID-19 update, our service and parts department are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 and Saturday from 8 to noon for all your service and repair needs, not only on Kias, but all makes and models. We are also offering complimentary pickup and delivery of vehicles needing service within a 40-mile radius. Santa Fe Kia's virtual showroom is open at santafekia.com for online research, availability, online purchases, and delivery of new or pre-owned vehicles. Agents are standing by via email, text, or phone to help you virtually. Santa Fe Kia, where we treat you different.
What's Kasasa? It's a catchy word for earning cash that just might make you want to dance. Get paid for doing simple things you do anyway. That's free Kasasa checking. Get Kasasa at State Employees Credit Union.
My daughter and I love spending time together. We visit the doctor once a year for checkups, and if she does get sick, we're there more often. Dr. King is a great doctor. He likes to joke with her and make her feel comfortable if she's nervous about the visit.
It's really wonderful to see children grow and flourish. General pediatric care is ideal for kids to put them on that track to succeed in school and to succeed later on in life.
I think Abigail's had a great health journey thanks to Southwest Care.
So, Alyssa, let's talk a little bit about your high school career. You, as far as athletics go, you've been in some pretty big moments this year and in previous years. What would you say, if you looking back, what is your top moment for you as far as in competition playing for the Lady Jags?
I think it would be the 2 district championships that I got to be part of. I believe it was my sophomore year
Mm-hmm.
for volleyball and basketball,
Mm-hmm.
because I got pulled up and I actually got to play in it, and it was just like a really good experience to be able to be part of that.
How hard is it? Because you're a multi-athlete, you a multi-sport athlete, student athlete. How hard is it? First of all, I know it's really hard to do all 4 years and consistently play as many sports as you did. That's tough to do, and maintain a GPA too as well, a good GPA. But what was your motivation, throughout your 4 years being a student athlete and to continuing to be a multi-sport athlete?
I would say my dad is probably one of my biggest inspirations for that, because
Mm-hmm.
he went to Capital and he became Athlete of the Year his
Mhm.
senior year. And my dad had just guided me and always been there for me and helped me through my classes and through all the sports. And if I ever needed advice, I'd always go to him for it.
Gotcha.
And it also helped with like my teammates and my coaches. They became like my second family in all the other sports, and just getting to spend time with them was awesome.
So what is, Alyssa, I can't see you on the screen right now, but when you're talking, but I can hear you. So that's cool. As a senior, we're going through this, school's been, being in the school has been canceled, and, a lot of events and stuff. What's that been like as a senior now that, you found out that you're, all the seniors are losing their prom, losing the seasons, having to stay home. You're not hanging out with friends quite as much. What's that been like as a senior in high school?
I feel like it's been really difficult just because you don't get to experience everything together, but I'm very fortunate that I at least got majority of my senior year at Capital, and I at least got to play 2 out of 3 of my sports that I've been playing these 4 years. But I'm also thankful that I did get a few matches in for tennis before this happened.
Man, the glass is full. He's half full here.
Yeah.
She's always been such an optimistic person. I've full disclosure here. Alyssa was my student in 7th grade, and she was always somebody that her effort was in everything she did was, you were always gave 100%. Alyssa, your drive on the court and off the court was, well, it's tremendous. It was tremendous. How do you keep that motivation, I guess, to give yourself, and not only that, you took it serious, but I also saw that you had a lot of joy in it as well. It was fun. I could tell you were having fun out there, trying your best. Where do you think that drive that you have to always give your best at something, where does that come from?
So I would say that my motivation has a lot of the time been my family, because I'm trying to make them as proud as I can and just trying to keep like their legacy and be the best person I can be. And it also helps with all the support I get from teachers, teammates, family, friends, and my coaches.
Well, it was really cool to see that your family, they sat in the same place every single game right in front of us where we were set up. And so it was always nice spending some time with them before games and, talking about sports. And I got to tell you a little story. I made them laugh for, I don't know if it was the Demon game, but when you guys were playing, and I yelled out I think in frustration, I just said, "Please give number 23 the ball." I was kind of like, do you remember that, Barry?
I do.
Because it was like you're the only one scoring in that game, and it's like there's about 15 seconds left or whatnot. I'm like, please give Alyssa the ball, and your whole family turned around and started laughing.
Yeah, I honestly remember my parents telling me about that, and I really appreciate hearing something like that. And I just want to thank you guys for being able to broadcast us and letting people be able to see us, especially like older siblings that like go to college. They get the chance to still be able to watch us play. And hopefully next year I can be able to do that with some of my teammates that are also going to NMSU because it's really like to watch.
My experience over here at Santa Fe Community College has been wonderful.
The class sizes are much smaller than a big university.
My classmates were great. The teachers were really supportive.
When you need help with something, they're there to help you.
I had heard in the community about SFCC, and it's just been incredible how affordable it is. People care about why they're here, and it kind of shines through in every aspect of the culture.
We are located at 100 Catron Street, about a block and a half down from our old location. I have a great team. We strive to make sure that people's needs are taken care of, that they're catered to. The success that we have is because of the customer service that we provide for them. We've been recognized as an award-winning office for our customer service that we provide to the public. We have implemented a lot of technology to help our constituents and their everyday needs and help simplify what we do so that the public understands what we provide for them.
The first time I heard of Southwest was just word on the street. As soon as you walked in the door, everybody was very welcoming. That was my main concern about even getting on prep. It would have to have been something that I would have been confident and secure in.
PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis, and it is a way of preventing HIV with a single daily pill. When you see somebody go from super overwhelmed to feeling like they can do this, that empowerment that comes from it, that's one of my favorite things.
You and Molly both came from Capshaw. I don't know. I guess just describe the relationship, the friendship, the teammate relationship you have with Molly.
Molly have been really close, and I feel like even when we transition from sports, we kind of lose touch in between sometimes. But we always know where our friendship stands, and when we get the time, we hang out on the weekends, and we kind of just pick up where we left off. And it was kind of nice because last year she decided to join tennis as well, so we got to play 2 sports together.
Alyssa, I wanted to ask you if you now, as a senior, all the knowledge and wisdom that you have, what would be the one thing that you would tell yourself as a freshman? What piece of advice would you give yourself?
I would tell myself that I need to continue to push myself, and because even as an 8th grader, I started going to open gym, and I kind of wish that I would have stepped up more and tried to be more of a leader when I was a freshman, because I was kind of a little intimidated. Mm-hmm. But I kind of wish that I would have stepped up with my leadership.
What are some of the things that you're going to miss about Capitol High School?
I think I'm going to miss most my coaches, teammates, and my teachers, because they've given me advice not only when it has to do with the sport or in the classroom, but also life advice. It kind of works on the court and off the court as well. So I think I'm just going to miss making memories with them and hearing what they have to say.
That's awesome. So during the quarantine, a lot of, we're all inside. We're just kind of hanging out with family and stuff, but watching a lot of shows. What are you binge watching these days?
I've been watching All American.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really into that one. And then I'm kind of just trying to watch different movies with my family. I think we watched The Invisible Man this weekend. So.
Oh, yeah.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I was kind of anxious the whole time, but I liked it.
Right on.
Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alyssa. And it was just as I'm using my brother's words, a pleasure and a privilege to be able to cover you these 4 years. Yeah. And you're going to be missed. There's always one athlete every year that's going to be missed, and we're going to miss covering you. And we wish you the best of luck.
I will definitely keep in touch with you guys, and when I'm hoping that I can come and watch some of the games, so I'll definitely stop by and say hello.
Right on, Alyssa. Thank you so much, kid.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.